So today we're going to talk about burnout, exactly what to do if you've hit that wall in your career, in your personal life. Maybe you're feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and you're kind of just feeling the burn. You know, a couple months ago, I posted on the channel all about my own kind of burnout story. I've been kind of going at it on all cylinders, burning the candle at both ends for a long time. In fact, I can't remember, not working weekends and nights and kind of just going all in on my business, not really taking care of my mind, body, and spirit. And inevitably, I completely burned out. So I want to talk to you today about a couple of the things that I've been doing that have completely changed how I feel, how I'm operating my business, and really have given me the strength and the motivation to keep moving forward, to fall back in love with my business, and more importantly, to take care of my own health, my own spirituality, and of course, my mindset and my well-being. So if that's something that could be helpful for you, if that's something that you've been kind of struggling with, definitely keep watching. Bring out a pen and paper because you're going to want to take a ton of notes. I'm hoping that my experience can really help you avoid burnout. If you're not there yet, this is how you avoid it. And then of course, if you are burnt out, how to get back on the horse, how to really recover from it and do it in a way that's sustainable and helps you set yourself up for even bigger success. All right, guys, so the first tip that I have for you is get more sleep. I know this, you know this, you've heard it a million times, and I don't know about you, but for me, getting sleep has always been a struggle. I literally was that girl in high school who would be exhausted from the minute she walked into the classroom, and my friends would make fun of me all the time because I would use recess to nap on the high school bleachers. Like, it was just bad. So I've always struggled with sleep. It's been really hard for me to shut my mind, after a long day at work and then get into bed and actually, sleep at a decent hour, fall asleep. I would wake up in the middle of the night, insomnia, the whole nine. So a couple of the things that have really helped me as I've gone through this journey is to focus on setting up my day to where I can actually have a time to wind down. And this actually started because I've been using the Full Focus Planner since the beginning of the year. If you guys are part of the Business Lounge membership, our mentorship site, you've heard all about the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. And one of the concepts that he teaches is to create 4 different types of routines or rituals in your day, right? So you have a morning routine, you have a workday startup routine, then you have a workday shutdown routine and a nighttime routine. I know that seems like so many routines, but really it's just 1 or 2 steps in each of those that can really make a big difference. So in terms of sleep, I really want you to focus in this area because it's really where it starts. When we don't get enough sleep, right, our cognitive levels and our cognitive abilities really go down. We have no focus, we're irritable and moody, we treat people not in the nicest ways, at least I know I have. And you're not really showing up as your best self. So your productivity is going to go down. You're not going to be creative. You're not going to be able to deal with the obstacles and the challenges that entrepreneurship will bring to you every single day. And more importantly, you're not going to be able to set goals and attain them. So sleep really is so important. And so as you go about your day, I want you to remember that your day does not start the minute you wake up, right? It starts the minute you go to sleep. So your day really starts in the nighttime, right? The night before. So some of the things that I've been really doing that have helped me so much with figuring out my sleep is, number 1, I use this really cool app called Sleep Cycle. And Sleep Cycle really just tracks your entire sleeping patterns. It gives you a graph in the morning of when were the times during the night that you were deep asleep, right? In like REM sleep, or that you were awake. It'll also give you a percentage of how well you slept throughout the night. And then you can also add nodes and keep track of the things that you did that day. So drinking tea or coffee or disengaging, right? Or having a stressful day. All those things really add up to your sleep. And so I really encourage you to start keeping track of your patterns, your sleep patterns, learning what works for you and what doesn't. Now, disclaimer, I am not in any way, shape, or form sponsored by any of the products or apps or tools that I'm using. This is just info that has worked for me, and I just want to share it with you. The next tool that I love and has really helped me with sleep is called Calm. It's a really, really cool tool. It's just an app on your phone that you can download, and it has meditations for sleep and also for the morning. It also has sleep stories, which I love. If as a kid you really enjoyed, when your parents or a loved one would read you a bedtime story, that doesn't, kind of just go away as adults. So they have these really cool sleep time stories. This is a paid app, but they do have a couple of free options that you can consume as you're kind of trialing and testing it out. And then another of the things that have really worked for me is just taking some great supplements. So I really want to make sure that you're consulting your physician. I'm not a doctor. Please do not go and do this on your own without talking to a specialist. This is just what's worked for me and me alone. So I've been really into magnesium lately. My husband got me on it. It really helps you to relax your body. So at around 7 p.m. at night, I have a reminder on my phone that reminds me to take my magnesium, and then I'll also take melatonin to be able to go to sleep. This is a temporary thing because melatonin is dependent, like you can create a dependency on it, so it's not usually advised that you take it every single night. So again, please consult with your physician. Depending on what other medications you're taking, you might want to really take that seriously because your medicine can conflict, if you're taking other supplements. And the last tip for getting really great sleep is make sure that you're disengaging at a really good time for you. So I used to literally work on my laptop till the minute I fell asleep, and that was horrible. Till I was about to go to sleep. So my mind was just racing. I had all these ideas of things that I wanted to do, and that was not helping my whole sleep situation. Instead, now I actually have a very strict rule that after 6 p.m. I'm not going to be working, and if I am working, it's something that I definitely call myself out on and I hold myself accountable to. So I'm not perfect all the time, but usually once 6 p.m. rolls around, I'm done. I have a reminder on my phone that lets me know it's time to disengage, and that really gives me 4 or 5 hours before bedtime to really, really disconnect from everything, not be on my computer or on my phone checking social media, email. It's really hard when you're running an online business, right? Especially with people like me where we have, teams virtually. My team is in the Philippines, and I have people here, and I have people in Puerto Rico. So it's a lot going on. So my team knows that after 6 p.m. I'm not available. And that really has helped me a ton with just disengaging and doing something that I really enjoy, whether it's going for a walk or, pampering myself or watching a movie with the husband. That's what I do. And it really helps me to go to sleep earlier and feel really, really relaxed so I can just go to sleep and have a restful night. So the next thing, as you're burning out, for me, it was really, really important to get back to doing the things that I really enjoyed, both in my life and in my business. So I started to take a look around and figure out, okay, what do I want to do more of? What do I really, really enjoy in my personal life? And I made a list of all the things that brought me joy, that made me happy, that fed my soul. Things like being able to go to the theater and watch, a musical, or be able to sing out loud and do it, on purpose, or go to karaoke, spend more time with my family and my friends, write. I love writing, I love poetry, I love music, like really diving into the arts on my personal time and just doing things that feed my soul. And then on the business side, I love creating content and being able to give myself the time and the energy to do something really creative with my brand, whether it's, taking some cool photos or editing a cool new video or just creating videos like this one and creating content for the blog. I wanted to immerse myself and not give myself so much stress and anxiety around, I need to complete this one project and get to the next one. So dialing it back, taking a step back to really analyze what are those things that I really enjoy and just tune in with my soul was so huge. I didn't see a change, immediately, but after a couple of weeks, I started feeling a lot more like myself, more inspired, more creative, and more motivated to keep moving forward. You know, I love Brendon Burchard's take on this specific topic. When you're feeling burnt out or you're kind of feeling demotivated, he talks about just buying the tickets. Just a really cool story. One of his mentors told him to just go buy, you know, tickets to do something cool with his friends downtown. And if you're feeling really low and you're feeling burnt out and tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, you have to make yourself go out and have, you know, really cool experiences. So for me, that was just exploring a new town, which is, you know, Austin, where we moved to, and taking the time to really live, right, in the moment, in the present, be mindful about not just stressing out all the time, you know, about every little thing, disengaging and having my own life and my own identity outside of my business. The next thing that's super important, and it's obvious, is of course take care of your health. So I completely neglected myself. Yes, I have a nutrition and dietetics background, so I've always cooked at home and eaten pretty clean, but I wasn't making it to the gym regularly. I wasn't, you know, starting my day with a clear routine. I wasn't doing meditation. Sometimes I would do my worship, sometimes I would not do my prayer time, and all of those things really add up. So I started getting really focused about going to the gym at least 4 times a week. I set that as one of my habit goals inside my journal, and it really made a huge difference, you know, just being able to go to the gym every single day, whether I was going to work out for 15 minutes or an hour, didn't matter. It was about just getting my butt to the gym, getting my heart rate up, and just letting the endorphins do the rest. You know, it really helped me to get a better sense of clarity for what I wanted to do. It gave me kind of like that power back. It felt really good to get back into my body and feel like I could push through anything, feel strong again, right? Not have all the aches and pains. I started feeling like I was, you know, aging super quickly. And so the gym made a huge difference. I still haven't joined any fitness classes, but that's the next step, and I'm really excited about that. I'm even more excited about doing the type of exercise that I enjoy, which is swimming, and doing maybe some Zumba, some dance classes, really fun stuff. So whatever that is for you, really focus on trying, right, to figure out what it is that's going to motivate you to go to the gym. That's huge, and it made such a big difference for me. I also started really looking at my supplements. I started doing more meditation, scheduled a morning routine, which we'll talk about in a different video at some point. And then it also really helped me to use different tools to track my progress, right? So every day I would use my productivity full focus planner journal to tick off, you know, one of the streaks. And I set very specific goals, and that kept me excited. I also set a reward, you know, so it kept me really motivated. And I think that's something that could really help you as well. The next one, and we're almost done, is say no. Say no. So no should be your default answer when it comes to a lot of the opportunities that come your way. Not because you should not, you know, be grateful, or not because you should not take them, but because you need to give yourself some time to really analyze where your focus is right now and what you're going to take on. So for me, saying no has been super empowering. It comes pretty easy to me. I have to admit that. I kind of always say no as a default when opportunities come my way, not because I don't want to do it, but because it's usually not the right time, or it's not the right opportunity for what I'm trying to accomplish. So there's a lot of things that come my way these days, and I'm so hyper-focused on the 4 things that I'm trying to accomplish with my business this year, that I have to say no to really cool opportunities to collaborate with other brands and, you know, do some speaking engagements and have a ton of really awesome things that can help my brand, but are not the main thing. So when you're clear on what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to take your business, it's a lot easier to say no to opportunities that don't align with your goals. And I'm not saying say no to everything. I'm saying say no to the things that are going to be distractions. And the hard part is figuring out, you know, what those opportunities are, because a lot of them are good opportunities, but they're not the right opportunities for you in this moment. So I really want you to start thinking about that, saying no, and making sure that you're not overcommitted, overwhelmed, and completely driving yourself insane, which is what I've been doing for a long time. And the last one is get some help. Support and delegation are your best friends when it comes to getting back on track from burnout. So delegate, to your team if you have one. If you don't, hire someone. Most of the times we wait way too long to get the help that we need as entrepreneurs, and that can really, really stunt our progress. So I want you to focus on delegating more to your team, hiring a team if you don't have one, and if you can't afford to hire a team just yet, get an intern. They're usually free, and you can absolutely, give them amazing value by giving them the opportunity to have experience, teaching them the ropes, and then you getting some help as well. And by the way, if you need help in this area, come join us inside the Business Lounge. I have an entire course on how to outsource and do it in a way that makes sense, especially if you're outsourcing to other countries. There's very specific things that you need to know about that'll really help you find the right talent for your business at a rate that you can afford. So those are my tips for getting out of burnout. I hope that they were helpful. If you haven't checked out my previous video from a couple of months ago, definitely check that out. And hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out the accompanying blog that comes with this specific episode. That way you'll get even more bonus tips and resources and tools, plus training that I can't put all in a video because we would be here forever, and Lord knows I can talk my head off and we would literally be here for hours. So thank you so much again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, go out there, live your life abundantly, make sure to live in gratitude and offer kindness to everyone you meet. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. So you know how building an online business can be totally overwhelming? You're probably learning new strategies from YouTube, other blogs, podcasts, and taking courses that are all great, but sometimes give you contradictory and even confusing advice. I get it. It's hard to filter through which strategies you should be implementing right now to grow your online business versus the ones that you should stow away for the future, when you're actually ready to implement them. And that's exactly why we designed the Online Success Path. Inside, we broke down the 6 stages of a successful online business: validate, launch, hustle, breakthrough, profit, and scale. And we designed a complete roadmap inside the Business Lounge membership just for you. Inside each stage, you will find a step-by-step action guide tailored to the specific challenges you'll encounter during the stage of business you are currently at, complete with getting started tips so you can know exactly what to expect, video tutorials so that you can implement new strategies, action items so you stay on track, plus full-blown courses to help you focus only on the tasks that will accelerate your progress right now and take you to the next level in your business journey while keeping you accountable and overwhelm-free. So if you're ready to take your online business to the next level, get started at jointheblounge.com.